Mary Bolton, age 40, charged with having, on the 27th of April, stolen a turkey, 3 ducks and 2 hens, for property of W.L. Holt, guilty. Sentence, 3 Calendar months of Walsingham. Called 1833.
We're in the House of Correction, and at the moment I'm looking in the dark room. The dark room was an area that people were sent to for solitary confinement or for punishment for doing simple things. Simple things like when they were working on the treadmill, if they looked back behind them, that was classed as an offence. They weren't allowed to sing or talk. Are there any prisoners here that used to work on the treadmill? Would you like to speak your name, please? I know that this room, when the shutters were shut completely, it would be complete darkness. And it must have been very scary and very, very lonely. Would you care to tell me more about yourself? Are there any spirits in this building? Anybody that spent time in this prison for a minor offence like stealing a turkey, stealing chickens? I'd like to hear your voice, please. Anybody that ever pressed this old button, this old wooden bell? Could you make it ring? Are there any prison officers in here? Could you make yourself known? Anybody that served time in this prison, who had to work hard labour, had to work on the treadmill? Could you make yourself known? Could you touch me? Just let me know you're here. Where did this doorway go to, I wonder? There's a big doorway bricked up here as well.
Yeah, we were looking at that.
I may go to the courtyard.
That's possible, because there's not any other cells here at all. There's old scratchings on these doors. Did you see these initials?
William Wright was the jailer here, was the jailer.
William Wright, are you here?
£10 salary.
William Wright, can you come forward and make yourself heard? you a good jailer? Were you a kind man? Some old scratchings on the doors there. Who put these here? D's, a T.
That's an old script, isn't it?
Yeah,
Right?
very,
and these
very
are very not childlike, but
Yeah,
no,
very,
they're not.
very young probably.
Yeah.
And,
Or somebody who couldn't write well.
yeah, yeah. These doors are well solid. You wouldn't get through there. About 3 inches solid, and I would imagine it's oak.
Yeah. They actually have a spine where.
But the fact that this was
Maybe it was.
possibly.
I don't know, exercise yard, or I don't know. We'll have to see what's the other side. Because if this was a cell, that would make 5 cells, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
it would. So has things happened in there?
Yeah.
I mean, this, when you look at it, Jackie, I mean, they've all got very big bolts on.
Yeah.
And one thing I noticed when you have a Bridewell, the locks are always upside down.
Oh, I hadn't noticed that.
Yeah, the old Bridewell in Wyndham was the same.
Do you know why?
I've no idea. Would it have been harder for them to take the keys and put them upside down, working against your wrist?
Yeah, could have
Because if
been.
you go around the corner, but then
Yeah.
they were going anyway around the corner. Probably would, because you're twisting against yourself. There must be a reason for it.
Yeah, it's either going to be harder or easier.
Yeah.
Two, isn't it?
What do you reckon, Josie? What's your take on it? Do you remember when we went to the Bridewell in Wyndham? All the locks were upside down.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's right. My thought is if you grab the keys from a jailer, it's harder for you to put your hand round and do it upside down.
Yeah.
That's it.
A lot.
This must have
They're
been
all
a
upside down, all the way down.
Yeah, and this was a cell.
Cell 5.
Yeah, and it's blocked up.
It's blocked up. So how things been happening? Or is someone else built on the back of it? What's through here? Okay.
Yeah.
But I was definitely touched.
I've got all the paperwork there.
Okay.
I've got it all photographed.
Oh, wonderful.
John Howard got his picture. Thank God he came around.
Really?
But some of the Jackie found they were going to. A lot of them went to Australia from here.
Well, that was quite common, wasn't it, to put prisoners to Australia? It was quite common.
Gotcha.
Is there anybody here? Would you like to show yourself?
Got an orb right next to cell 5.
Did you?
There's no need to be scared. We come here with love and respect.
It's just feel like there's someone. Did you touch that door in there, Jen? Oh, it's amazing energy off that door.
Really?
Yeah, it's not nice, but there's like a laugh. It's like a.
Vaulted ceilings as well. That's quite unusual.
Well, this must have been where the jailer was, I think.
Well, his quarters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this wasn't here. This wasn't here. Isn't that dreadful, Jackie?
Really?
And you've got the different stages of the cell doors all the way around. There's different stages.
Well, this is by far the oldest.
Yes, it is. Just touching it gives you the creep. We also found some old shackles hidden under one of the beds.
Really?
Yeah, that's horrible, Johnny. Just stand with your back to it, see what you get.
Oh, have you looked this side, Josie?
Yeah. Thankfully, this man turned the whole place around. Because the Bridewells all throughout England were named by one Bridewell, which is in London. And he came along and decided this is going to have to be reformed, this isn't right. And he went around every single one of them. And the worst one on record was Wyndham.
Really?
Was it Henry VIII that started the
Henry
Bridewells?
VIII, yeah. But,
This is not nice, is it?
Well, Henry's
It's horrible,
that would have
Johnny.
been 15 something, wouldn't it?
Mm.
Gosh,
he went
that's-
on and on and on, this guy. It's horrible, Johnny, isn't it?
Mm.
I don't know when this place closed down.
No, I'd like to know that.
But Henry VIII put the first Bridewell and it was horrendous. And it got worse and worse and worse. You know, as I say, the Spittal house where lepers or those suffering from skin diseases were housed.
See, this is extremely old as well, this door. Extremely old.
There's been lepers held here.
Yeah. Yeah, this was built on the old leper
Just
side.
innocence.
Yeah. The original
Yeah, but they
building was
weren't.
thatched.
But they weren't held here as prisoners, were they? Was this a Lapa hospital or something before?
Established a site for former Spittle House laser, where lepers were those suffering skin diseases.
So it would have been before the prison was here.
Yeah.
It would have been a leper place that they kept people.
But I agree with you, Josie. It must have been his quarters because you got the
You got
fireplace.
lost with Jackie first hit on, we got a fire, Josie. What was that?
Don't know. I heard it.
That's
Can't.
Well, there's definitely someone.
Oh, I'll have to spend the night here.
There's definitely someone around us.
Well, I've been touched without any doubt. There's no doubt of that whatsoever.
I just got that feeling that I know this person is Irish.
Okay. I'll let you go first, Jackie.
Be careful on these stairs.
Make way, Jolly coming through. Make way. And who do we have in this cell? Oh, even kids have been in there defacing it.
And they carried on, didn't
Even kids have been defacing this.
they? No.
Yeah.
Well, I won't have any luck.
No, they won't.
Wear and tear. You know, because it's in the middle, what I can see is this. This is where all the feet,
Pacing.
up and down, because the red would have been here, it's common sense.
Yeah.
So here, the constant traffic of coming in, coming out, walking up and down.
Well, you can see the wear, can't you, on the
Yes.
floor? Apprehension, fear.
Oh, it's dreadful, Johnny. And it goes right round. You see it?
Yeah, yeah.
I just keep, like, I just want to keep
Well,
moving
that's-
around this and go on that one, and come off that one.
That's
You
hundreds
look at
of,
this.
that's hundreds of years, I know. That's what, 6 foot across. That's about 8 by 6, roughly.
There's just something about this one.
That would have always been open, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Not covered.
No, you get all weathers. You get all weathers coming from that, Jackie.
Freezing cold and boiling hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, all the extremes.
You get the lot.
No way.
And
No.
this one, none of this would have been here at the time when it was
No.
really in its era. None of this would have been here. There'd have been no sewage.
Oh.
Think
No, they were in slot buckets.
that poor woman in here for stealing chickens.
Yeah,
And
So
the,
Less than
severe.
that from bloody...
so severe.
and the stink of it all.
Yeah. Let's try something.
Ah, okay, good idea. How easy is that to open?
Who did I hear talking? One coming in. This floor's the same, Joes.
Really? You do the traffic same, everyone. The traffic is same.
Yeah.
In all honesty, you think about it, it's just like it's just constant. It's just constant.
I'd like to take some pictures inside some of these cells. Towards the doors.
The only cell that's really affected me so far is that bugger in there.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, it hasn't got a door on, so I don't know.
What was that? It could have just crumbled or it could have fell off the ceiling. It's all lava and plaster up there.
Yeah, probably did.
Right, we just had a piece of plaster fall on the floor. I don't know if anybody was throwing it towards us or it just came off. The ceiling's in a state of disrepair. This place hasn't been touched. Yeah, it's not warm. If there's anybody here with us, could you knock on one of these doors? Could you possibly throw something? See, all these floors are down, aren't they?
The name Lucy Higgins. And I don't want to get on that because I think she was a visitor more than a prisoner.
Okay. What was the first name?
Lucy Higgins.
Lucy Higgins.
See, I'll say.
Yeah.
Can I see my husband what it was?
Yeah.
It's got a costume. Yeah. Number 8. That's number 8. 9.
Do you know what, Josie? The one with the British door must be number 7. Must be. I've just got a feeling that is number 7. Now that's his room, isn't it? So that's just a dividing door that he would shut.